It's gonna rain for a while, and then we're gonna find some new leak in our boat that we didn't know about.
Well, don't say that. Don't put it out into the universe.
It's not gonna come now. It's gonna come like, right when it's time to go to bed. We'll like walk downstairs and like a geyser will just it lets loose. It's like, where did it come from? Like the last time.
Last time aboard Freedom, her crew set off for island life. You know, that life where we drop anchor only to be reminded that we're past due for our least favorite boat maintenance item and something we don't think any boat should have. If you want some helpful boat buying advice, be sure to check it out. But island life also means having fun and exploring some new places, so that's exactly what we eventually did. But only after we learned Miss Martha has some impressive Chihuahua paddleboarding skills. Now it's time to get back on the road to find our next anchorage, and unfortunately, our next problem.
All right, I just heard a big bump against the boat. And was that just the boom? I think that was just the arm of our flopper stopper, which I guess we're pulling up now. Oh, is today when you said 9:45?
Yeah, but we can be flexible if it doesn't work for you.
Well, we're getting ready to leave Spencer's Spit. Sad to leave, it's just been really pretty here. Pretty calm, not too rough. If the winds got bad, it would definitely not be a great anchorage, for sure. And I think that, is that the eagle? I think that's the eagle that's been flying around. No, that's not an eagle, never mind.
Hey, it's 9:51. Are you ready to go?
Yep, you're late.
I know, it's not likely to be late.
I was ready at 9:45.
Go up to like 1200 RPM and turn the wheel to the left.
So I'm in reverse right now to help Sean get some of the mud off the anchor so we don't have to waste so much water. Going in reverse, we have a whole wide open space behind us. Yeah, this is what we do when there's a lot of stuff on the anchor. It's becoming a great day on the water. The wind died down. The wind up here in the San Juan Islands is pretty interesting, and it's why it's so important to use sail flow and check all the points closest to where you're going to be, because where we came from, it was around 15 knots by the time we left, and where we're going, it just died completely to 5. And when we left and I checked sail flow, where we're headed said it was going to be almost no wind today. So I was like, really? It's hard to imagine where you currently are, which isn't that far, the wind is horrible. It's hard to imagine that where you're going, that's not that far, is going to be completely non-existent. So it's just one of those reminders that the weather and the wind is so different depending on the land masses that are nearby and just how many nautical miles away it is. So I'm glad that we're moving towards a place with no wind today, because as a lot of you know, Sean and I hate wind, and it's not that warm yet. It's still, I don't know, it's maybe 60. It's like struggling to hit 60 around 3 o'clock every day. So when there's wind involved and the water's, what's the water? 49.4. When there's high wind, it makes everything feel like pretty much 50 degrees all the time. So we're looking forward to just enjoying our patio later on and enjoying the rest of the weekend with no wind. Calm seas, always what we look forward to.
Hello, Vancouver Island, and hello, Wales off in the distance. It was great to wave hello before turning into Susha Island, our next stop. We had planned on enjoying a chill afternoon on the patio, but as we quickly learned, there was a bit of trouble waiting for us in paradise.
So pulling in, we noticed that there is a leak. Sean was getting dripped on by some brackish looking water, and it's coming from our hatch in between this piece of wood and this piece of wood. So there's obviously a leak, and it's just one thing after the next on this boat. Anything pop up as a clue?
Well, this isn't exactly what I wanted to deal with right after dropping the anchor, but water leaks on our boat are not to be ignored and kind of need to be dealt with ASAP, especially when it rains all the time. Since I recently rebedded this hatch, I'm guessing the water has to be coming in from here. With a closer look, my hunch is correct. The water is seeping around the screw heads and through the screw holes.
Are you putting the water through the screw holes?
Yeah.
It might be the screw holes. Yeah, it's pretty steady. So Sean is pouring some water around the rim, and he did it once before and a few drops came through. So that confirms that that is where the leak is coming from. At least pretty much confirms.
Try to draw it in with the vacuum again.
Okay.
Hold that on the
Oh.
screw hole,
Yeah.
like tight.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. I'm sucking the water out now of these little screw holes. The water, look at that, little hole.
Going on the hatch, like any water you can suck up.
Yeah. That just shows you how destructive water can be. That tiny little screw hole, just enough water can get through there. And when the hatch is down, we never have this hatch up, like very rarely. Wind and water, man. Pretty much we're gonna hate all the elements. So Sean, what do you hate more now, wind or water?
Hate everything. Start to hate boating.
Ugh.
good news today. The first good news is that it rained overnight and we had no leaks in the pilot house through that hatch. So I think Sean might have found the culprit in those small screw holes and patched it and fixed it, at least for now. He also woke up on the good side of the bed and apologized to Freedom for saying he hates boating. We love our boat. We love boating. You got to take the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sleep on it. But we love her. She keeps us safe and she's our home. So if she has a few leaks every now and again, we'll still love her. The second good news is that it is supposed to be 70 and sunny today, which I'll believe it when I see it. But because it's supposed to be 70 and sunny, it is a great day to dive the boat. So Sean's going to dive the boat and take out his Nemo hull cleaner. I'm going to test out my new dive gear. I haven't tested it out yet. It's new, just in the last few weeks. And I have a 5mm wetsuit that I'm really interested in seeing how it does in this 49 or 50 degree water. So Sean has some work meetings this morning, so I'm going to get out of his hair and take the dogs on a quick little adventure, get some exercise, take them over to the beach, and then we'll get back and get under the boat. Not a bad way to spend the morning. Change up the workout routine for all of us. At low tide, the rock formations are so cool just to see. I mean, there's probably like 2 feet of water, at least coming in here. And it's just incredible, incredible island. You have to pump Nemo up?
Yeah, positively pressurize the gear case so water can't intrude the seals.
Oh gosh. Nothing's just as easy as turning it on and using it.
No, you're taking an electronic device underwater, right? All the pressure.
How long is the battery life on Nemo?
Pretty darn good. I've never used it all. I think an hour or something continuous, or 2 hours continuous.
Wow. Okay, I'm almost ready. Gonna get my gloves on and get suited up and dunk it and we go.
Dunk it in.
I know, Martha. Don't be scared. Still mommy and daddy. Well, 70 degrees and sunny didn't happen today, but my dive test was somewhat of a success. There were no issues, I figured out my ideal weight situation, and I could still feel my extremities, confirming that a 5mm wetsuit plus a hood, gloves, and boots keeps me quite comfortable for at least 30 minutes in this 50-degree water. Thanks to Nemo, our waterproof electric brush, cleaning the hull sides is a breeze. It works great and doesn't require a ton of exertion. The tool creates suction between the brush and the hull so Sean can move more freely without applying much force to the hull. This also helps him stay connected to the boat so he doesn't get whisked away by the strong current. In fact, it almost works too good since it blasts off all of the growth, creating a giant cloud of murky water, which wasn't great for my hopes of being of any assistance today.
I'm aborting mission. It's just not worth it. It's so cruddy in there. It's so cruddy in the water on this current. It's just taking me like in no time. So I'm gonna call it a day, get out of the water, and then just help Sean, give him tools and whatever else he needs. He's making some progress with the Nemo, so no need for both of us to sit in here.
Behind bucket one.
Matt's cookies.
I wish. Be much more interesting than
Light fixture.
headliner replacement.
Oh God, sounds terrible.
Ta-da! Well, we're fixing the headliners. I don't know if it's a permanent fix. But to replace the headliners, the vinyl needs to come off. The reason that they're bubbling is this vinyl has a foam that's attached to it. And then on the back side of the foam, there's like a layer of fabric that's glued to the wood. You'll see it as I take it off. But the foam separates. So the fabric stays glued to the wood, and the vinyl sags, and the foam just kind of tears apart. So to replace it, you need to unwrap the headboards. You need to clean all of that fabric that's glued on the wood, like really well, and then you would get new material and you would glue it on and wrap it around the edges and staple it on the top. What we've been doing is removing the vinyl. So here you can see the foam, some of it stays on the vinyl, like this is foam staying on the vinyl. This is foam staying on the wood. Vacuuming off all the foam that's attached to it. You want the end product to look like this. This is all this whole thing. Taking the fabric off of the plywood and cleaning that up really well. And then taking the vinyl and then rewrapping it, stretching it really tight without glue, and restapling it to the wood. And you can look at it periodically to. It looks like it's nice and tight. And so far it's showing pretty promising results. Although I've learned a few things. You definitely have to get the foam off, because otherwise I think the foam inhibits the fabric from being able to move as the climate changes, and you'll get some wrinkles in it again. And then you don't want to constrain it too much, so you don't want to put too many staples in. At first I was stapling almost every couple inches, thinking that was better. But again, I think you want the fabric to move, and if you constrain it too much, you're going to see every little wrinkle as it does move. So it may not last. We may find out that the fabric stretches and it sags again, so we may have to replace it anyways. But I guess it'll be easier now to just take it off, because the foam and removing the foam and removing the fabric, the part that's glued on, is the hardest part, getting all that cleaned off of the wood. So that'll already be done if we ever have to replace the vinyl again, if that makes sense. So you can watch me as I do this one, but I just pulled it down. I'm gonna pull the vinyl off and then start cleaning and prepping the wood so the vinyl can go back on.
Nice.
Yeah, grab some tape though.
Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad? Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here so bad. You got fast cars, movie stars, party on down the street. With Mary Jane, good cocaine, plenty down there to eat. You can double down, throw some dice, you can take off now, don't think twice, but hey, don't you wanna play? Baby, come on. Tell me where you wanna go. But baby, I don't work down there anymore. No, I don't.
Nice job.
Little improvement, huh?
Yeah, huge.
Gotta do these and then wait for the other ones to start failing. This one's dimpling, that's gonna start failing. It's enough for one day's work after work.
Yeah. Cocktail.
Yeah, let me finish cleaning up and I'll be ready.
Baby, come on.
Sean, it wasn't supposed to rain today, was it?
Oh, surprise, it's raining again. It rains like every day here. You know
Yeah.
what the beauty of it is? Like, it's gonna rain for a while, and then we're gonna find some new leak in our boat that we didn't know about.
Well,
Some
don't
new
say
water
that.
coming in somewhere.
Don't put it out into the universe.
It's not gonna come now. It's gonna come like, you know, right when it's time to go to bed. We'll like walk downstairs and like a geyser will just, it lets loose. It's like, where did it come from? Like the last time. But that hadn't rained in a day. It was like stored somewhere and it just, I don't know, the boat must have leaned the right way and out it comes.
Yeah,
The
from a
geyser.
screw hole.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of the good, bad, and ugly of living aboard a boat, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you won't miss a video. We'll see you next time.
Jump on, grab this thing. Double down, roll the dice, take off now, don't think twice. Hey, don't you wanna play? Say, hey.